What up, y'all? This is your boy Share Speaks, man. Before I get anything started, make sure you guys pound the like button, pound the subscribe button, and also pound the like and subscribe buttons to my boys, Millaboy Gaming and Heemz Gaming. They do gaming, they do live streaming. You might even catch a boy up on there kicking some ass alongside them. Okay, question of the day today is: when did Captain America become worthy? It's a very great question with many answers tied to it, possibly. Now, I intended to have this question answered in my in-game review originally, but I decided, I figured I was like, you know what? At the last minute, I was like, you know what? I can put this as a separate video, and here it is today. Figured today was the day for that. Okay, here's how I believe. Captain America became worthy of Mjolnir. If we all remember from the very beginning of Steve Rogers' arc and Captain America was the first Avenger, Steve Rogers, even before he even had the Super Soldier Serum, made very noble pure-hearted decisions. For example, when he was during basic training, when Tommy Lee Jones threw that grenade on the ground while the rest of the company ran for cover, Steve Rogers was the only one to jump on the grenade. As skinny as he was the only one to actually do something like that. And secondly, let's not just forget about this either. He took on Hydra twice at that. Of course, during the first adventure, he won. The second time during the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, if I'm not mistaken. A third option is we all know the infamous now scene in Age of Ultron when all the Avengers are trying to lift Mjolnir. Steve Rogers is the only one to make Mjolnir move, and which made Thor shook as hell. Another reason is during the Age of Ultron press run when Joss Whedon was questioned by a fan, he says, "Why isn't Steve Rogers considered worthy?" And Josh Whedon goes, "Is he not worthy? Can he not lift Mjolnir? Has he not tried?" Something of that variation, and that makes you think. When you look back and you analyze that scene where Steve is trying to lift Mjolnir, it moves a little bit. It makes Thor very nervous. Why? Because Steve potentially has the requirements to actually lift Mjolnir and possess Mjolnir and be worthy of him. And in Endgame, and I apologize for this spoiler for those that haven't seen it, in the final battle against Thanos in the Black Order, we see after Thor's getting his ass kicked by Thanos, Mjolnir is summoned by none other than Captain America himself, and he proceeds to kick Thanos' ass with Mjolnir. And we hear Thor say, "I knew it," because during Age of Ultron, Thor knew that Steve could lift Mjolnir. And possibly Steve may probably knew too, which is why he gave up. He was like, you know what? He's like, no, I'm not even gonna lift it. Because maybe Steve was actually not even trying with all his strength to lift Mjolnir. For him to move it just a little bit, come on, you mean to tell me he wouldn't have been able to lift Mjolnir? Come on. And that's pretty much what Joss Whedon was getting at. Another example, I believe the fifth example would be during Infinity War, when he was he led the order against the Black Order at the fight of Wakanda. Again, previously in one of the scenes at Scotland, when you know approximately midnight and Cole Obsidian, not Cole Obsidian, but that other guy, they tried to jump Scarlet Witch and Vision in Scotland, and he showed up and he defended it. He protected the people that he loved. He cared about his friends. Another example, number 6, would be when the Sokovian Accords was at every other Avenger's lap. Few signed, and one of them having to be Steve Rogers. He stood firm in his values and his beliefs, and I believe that's what made Mjolnir really believe up more than ever. Like, oh, you know what? This guy's worthy of me, man. He's definitely got it. He's got the full package. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm just thinking. That's what I'm gonna base my answer on. He's always remained pure hearted. He's always stood firm in his values. He even confessed to, Bucky, his best friend, whom he wouldn't kill, and Captain America, the Winter Soldier, to killing, Tony Stark's, his best friend, parents. He confessed to that, and I feel like that, and at that turn of events, that culmination of turn of events, is what led to Mjolnir being, worthy of Cap being worthy of wielding Mjolnir. You see what I'm saying? So all those things, his pure heartedness, standing by his values, protecting the people that he loves, all those things to me culminates and makes me conclude and comes to the conclusion and in closing is the reason why Captain America became worthy of Mjolnir. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys agree with me, pound the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been your boy Share Speaks. If you guys have your own theory as to why Captain America became worthy, let me know in the comment section below. I would love the discussion. Peace and love.